These settings are the settings for news that my assistant and basically Google is supposed to give to me. Interesting. Very interesting. So I know you see the title of the video and you're probably thinking that like I'm just some crazy Trump supporter or something that thinks that news groups are out to get us. But it's not really like that at all. I feel that I have like enough evidence here to where it does really seem like Google is pushing more of a, liberal side of news, even to me, without that type of news even being selected in my settings. I really need to shave those, so I'll be right back. A lot better. Alright, now that I look a little better, I had to make this video because I felt like in many ways I kind of have photos of proof of that Google, in my opinion, is pushing a more negative Trump appearance because that's what they want, and not giving me the content that I actually ask for, which Google, in my opinion, was always great at not doing this. Used to, I would only see stuff that I looked at, stuff that was relevant to me, but all of a sudden I've started to see just so much Trump hate news, and like nothing that I ever search for, nothing that I ever see. Let me show you. So this is one of my mini Google Home devices, and if I swipe to the left here, you notice that we have CNN, we have the Washington Post. So you see, this is a CNN article talking about that Trump, turns to discrediting Pelosi by sharing some videos. Apparently he shared something on social media, and of course people are butthurt and they're crying about it. And this here is another Google Home device, and if you look at the times on these, you'll see that I took all these like within each other. And this one also has some of the same articles, as you can see, except this one, CNN, is talking about some kind of kidnapper. Alright, so the screenshots that I'm going to put right here are from my phone. And so I have a Pixel 3 XL, and on that phone, if I swipe to the left, it goes to like a Google News article. As you can see here, we have now the exact same CNN article that's in my bedroom talking about, Trump's terrible tweets in my news feed on my phone. And then if you notice this one, what the hell is The Root? I've never heard of this website. I've never searched for this website. I've never been on this website. And for whatever reason, as you can read by the wording there, that the President of the United States doesn't just act like a third grader, he spells like one, blah, blah, blah. It's another very negative Trump article from a website that I've never even been to, ever. And this one, I don't know if this was still on the Google Home in the living room, but the very bottom article, of course, from CBS, talking about that Trump heads to Japan as a war of words with Pelosi escalates in Washington, which, I mean, the lady's a moron. This is a really interesting part about all of this, is that in my Google Home settings, which I set up whenever they redid the Google Home app. When did they change? Let me find this. Home app update. Okay, so I see a YouTube video here from Tech with Brett talking about the full tour of the new Google Home app from October 2018. Now, in October 2018, when this app came out, I set up these settings. These settings are the settings for news that my assistant and basically Google is supposed to give to me. Now, if you look at this setting at the very top is Fox News, which of course, yep, and then CNET, I love some of their information, Fox Business, NBC Sports, stuff like that. I like sports stuff. There's a second page showing you the very last one, which is USA Today, but if you realize on my news sources, CNN and the Washington Post, two news companies that really hate Donald Trump, not even in my list of approved news sources for Google to be displaying to me, but for whatever reason, every time I swipe left, get in front of one of my smart displays, I have news from CNN and Washington Post, all negative Trump news. Now, I don't know. I just felt that I had to make this video. I've been seeing this a lot, especially within the past, I would say 3 weeks or so. I've seen way more negative Trump news in my news articles than ever before. And here's the interesting part, is that it's never really negative Trump news. It's just the news that the Washington Post or CNN has titled to be negative Trump news, which in return, for whatever reason, has it in my news feed. Neither one of those companies are even in my list to display me news. They're still showing up, which tells me that somehow Google has to be pushing them there. I feel Google's response to this would probably be that it's algorithm and that it's based on what that I search and blah blah blah. But whenever I search for something, I click a Fox News article. I won't waste my time on a CNN news article. As I said in the previous blog, CNN store, CNN Center. The only thing this place is good for is a restroom. Facts first. No. That's how I feel about CNN. I've always felt that way about CNN. And in the past 5 years, they've did nothing but show me the exact opposite, including on election night when they had Hillary leading the entire night up until like 2 in the morning, I think. They had her completely in the lead, even though she wasn't. They waited like 3 extra hours to display Georgia because Georgia was a Trump state, and even though every other news source had already said that he won Georgia by 10 o'clock, I don't think CNN said that he won Georgia till about 2 a.m. So I don't trust him. Not really trying to get anything out of this video. I really just kind of wanted to know, has anyone else noticed the same thing? What I kind of felt was that I know there was a lot of fake news, which was actually just real news about Hillary back in 2016, but now I feel like that they really are like trying to just push their own agenda of what that they want, which is very irritating to me. My question to Google would definitely be, why in the hell are CNN and Washington Post articles that are negative about Trump showing up in my news feed when they're not even selected at all? They've never been selected. I removed CNN the first day in October, way back in 2018 when I set up my new Google Home app when they released it. So it doesn't make sense, and I don't go to CNN for news. If I watch news videos that are live, I'm normally on YouTube, and when I'm on YouTube, I try to find a Fox feed over anything else. So it's very, very strange, at least to me. Hopefully I didn't make this video too long. I was mainly just trying to get my point across, and I feel that at least with the photos I have, and if you check the times, you can see that like I did all this within a 30-minute time span. So I kind of realized it, took a few screenshots, got into my settings, took a screenshot of that, and just made this video real quick because it's starting to get a little much, and I really am starting to feel that they're just pushing what that they want me to see and not what that I want to see, and I don't like that. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Of course, I know that basically any liberal is probably gonna give it a thumbs down, which is fine by me. I need more thumbs down. I don't have that many, so hey. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Click that like button and subscribe though for all the people that, you know, like me. And hey, if you actually go back, you can see me open up the Trump border wall Lego set. That was pretty cool. So I'll see you in the next one. Deuces. And hopefully people will be able to actually find this video, because I noticed that like 2 other videos I posted, when I put Trump in the hashtags, like 2 views, 3 views, compared to every other video I upload now. Since I almost have 1,000 subscribers, I normally get 15 views, maybe 10 to 15 views per video, but if it has the word Trump in the keywords, it's a goose egg. Another interesting aspect considering YouTube is owned by Google. I don't know. See you later.